and welcome. This is a MadameThanatas message from Divine Masculines. My love, I look up into the sky, especially on this night of such a beautiful full moon, and I see more than I've ever seen. I wonder sometimes if this is what you look up at and see. I see you in your witchy ways, watching the stars, watching the cycles, stepping into your power. To be honest, I'm a little bit jealous. I feel like I jumped to plant a seed that was never really meant to grow, and I tried everything. I overwatered it, I overfed it, I left it alone, thinking maybe that would do it, and still it didn't grow. I feel so spiritually poor. I've been giving to those around me who I don't even know that they understand how to give back, and it really causes me to stop and look at how I've been doing things. Maybe I haven't understood that. How I threw us out of balance when you were trying so hard just to get me to look up and see that guiding light. And I left you out in the cold, and now I feel, I don't know, it just feels so cold, and I see how guarded I've been this whole time, and how that's just left me to exhaustion with my own thoughts. And I've not been in my divinity. I've tried to get revenge. I've been greedy. There's people around me right now that they don't wish me well. I'm starting to see it. And I'm starting to also recognize that I'm not always going to see where the path ahead is going to lead me, but I have to follow my heart. Because rushing into things the way that I used to, not thinking them through, not being willing to communicate, it's gotten me nothing but drama. And I'm so ready to build something. And I miss that playfulness that we used to have. Without it, I don't know, I feel trapped. And I feel like, well, I worry that I may have trapped you. That I may have stopped our cycle. I don't know, I'm learning about things that, I don't know, it's making me see how arrogant I've been. How impetuous. How I blocked my own happiness. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a jerk. I thought that money was it. I thought that I needed to be, I don't know, I thought that I needed to be the king of a castle that had so much abundance materialistically around it that nobody could bat an eye at me, but every time I try to build something, it crashes. Something changes. The wheel turns. Where I thought I was on top, I end up on the bottom. I end up struggling and fighting, just trying to speak my truth, and none of it is true. Now I notice that people around me are lying, hiding things, and I'm starting to realize that's a reflection of who I've been. That's not who I wish to be. I feel like you saw that in me. I feel like you saw this person in me that was ready to step into personal power at any moment, who was ready to commit, who was ready to build something, and I got scared. And I put up my walls, and I built a fortress so that your love couldn't get in. To be honest, it scared me. It scared me, and I ran away from all of the communication you tried to give me, and now I feel so overburdened. And I want to talk, but I'm afraid. I'm I'm afraid that I've messed things up too badly. I feel like I stole from you, and now people are doing that to me, and I'm afraid that even the strength that I feel coming into me, I worry that it might not be enough, but still there's some part of me that, I don't know, somehow I feel like you know me, you know the beast that I can be, and you still reach out your hands and you put them gently around me and you tell me that it's okay. I think about that. I think about you a lot more than I say. I know I've given the impression that I've been juggling other people and other situations, but really, you never left my heart or my thoughts. I guess I just needed to go out and learn what it was like to be a fool for a while. Fool of the wrong sort. But I think I'm almost ready for that higher commitment. I'm still a little bit unsure. I don't have a full consensus in my own mind about what I want, and I know I've already taken so long that I'm worried. I'm worried that I've taken too long and that you won't be interested in growing with me anymore. I'm so ready for a fresh start. I'm ready to let go of these thoughts, and I'm tired of being around these people that just continually break my heart. I'm ready to let them go, let the old ways go. I'm ready to just kind of let the towers happen, to let the earthquakes come and see where that takes me. Because trying to hold up these masks, these false foundations, I don't know, they're not healing me. And I tried to use them as escape, but all I got was more conflict. I'm ready to manifest something new. I'm ready to start learning to play with things like you do. I feel like you were trying to show me the whole time, and I got scared and I ran away, and I didn't listen, and I fought it with every ounce of my being, and now I just feel like a fool because karma got me. It got me good. Especially as I stood there trying to decide between you and other options, kind of keeping you as my backup plan. But I can't deny it, not being able to see you, not facing you, it's disconnected my head from my heart. And the situation that I'm in, it's nothing to rejoice over. I feel like I'm supposed to be the life of the party, but all I want to do is push everyone and everything away. I feel like what I really wanted this whole time I pushed away. With my indecisiveness, you kept telling me, Spirit kept telling me, trust my intuition, and I didn't. And instead now I'm breaking free from this dark situation. I'm recognizing that I got myself here through not facing my fears, and I'm starting to face them. And I can feel you in every decision that I make. I think of you when I think about what to do when I want things to go better, and I think about how you always talked about building a legacy. You told me about that several times, and I just feel like a fool. I procrastinated, and I've been such a hypocrite. I'm starting to recognize that I've been in my ego in the worst ways, and I turned your world upside down with my ego, and now I'm around people who are doing that to me. But you know, it's kind of funny, because as much as I wish I hadn't done it, I'm kind of glad that I did, because I've had a breakthrough. And I've recognized that I mean, you're right, I wasn't listening to spirit. I wasn't even listening to myself. I was being far too logical and wearing a mask, cutting away anyone and everyone who might potentially spot a vulnerability in me. But I'm ready to grow up now. I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready to be your emperor quite yet, but I'm ready to be your king. Do more than just dip my toes in. But I can't deny I am so scared that you won't accept my apology, and I'm not very good at them at all. And on top of that, I don't have very much. What I jumped into, what I walked into, it didn't bring me all the wealth that I thought it would. So I don't know. I'm afraid. I'm not sure whether leaving it is what I'm supposed to do, or if staying in it is what I'm supposed to do. But I can't stop thinking about you. I see you, and oh, there are times when I am so inspired by you. You just seem to, everything just seems to come to you so easily. The music that you make, the attention that you gather, and it makes me jealous. It makes me jealous a lot of times. I'm envious. I don't understand how you can stand in your power, and even being without a partner of any kind, and you just tend to your garden, and it's like you don't tie the birds to you. They come to you and they sing to you while you work. And I could have shared that with you, and I kicked that cup over. I'm hoping those 2 cups are still standing just behind me, and that if I let go of my nerves and I stop making you wait, that we can have a victory like no other. We can create a momentum that can correct all of this nonsense that I've brought in, that we can have a new beginning that will be, it'll be the spiritual journey that you've been telling me for so long that you've wanted. And I was worried about what might be down other paths. But I've been watching you. I've been watching you set yourself free, and even just thinking about being with you again makes me feel like a kid again. I definitely don't feel like I'm quite ready to be your emperor, but it feels like getting on that journey is a lot less confusing than the one that I've been trying to be on. I've got some entanglements, some things that I need to free myself from. Some people that I jumped in with that I really shouldn't have. And now I have to take the consequences of the drama that they're going to bring as I free myself. But I'm listening to my intuition, like you told me in the beginning, and I'm following what I think is your example. I'm still really new at this, so I don't know if I'm exactly doing it right, but I'm just trying to follow my heart. Trying to be willing to start, willing to make mistakes. Oh, I can't wait to talk to you again in the 3D. I can't wait. I know that you know about all this, and I know that you are probably just gonna laugh at me and tell me I've been so silly, but something in me tells me I need to think a little more, pray a little more, maybe get a few more opinions, not even on how to come back, not if to come back to you, but how, and how to free myself from these karmic cycles that I've been stuck in. They're just a complete nightmare, and to be honest, I'm afraid to drag you in them. I'm afraid to open up to you because my immaturity has manifested such a situation that it's a little bit worrisome to me. You are just so high caliber in comparison to any of the situations that I've manifested, and I don't know. I'm still a little afraid. I am coming to you soon, but I have to figure out the right words. I don't want to just give you pretty words and promises that I don't know that I can fulfill right now. I want to be real with you and genuine like you've always been with me. But please know, I'm figuring out how to do it. And you'll hear from me soon.